Autocar's Junior Handling Day, similar to our main event in August, but for cars costing less than £16,000. We've got 10 cars here today, and this morning at Goodwood we came up with our top 3. Renault Clio Cup, Vauxhall Corsa VXR, and surprisingly, Suzuki Swift Sport. 7 cars that have not made the cut, and a couple of surprises. First of which is this Mazda MX-5, the only rear-wheel drive car in our test here. £16,000 though only buys the 1.8 base car, which doesn't really have enough power to make the most of the chassis. We've got Subaru Impreza, similar story. £16,000 can only afford the 2 litre. It's too soft, it's too rolly, it's not much fun. Biggest surprise, I guess, is the car over here in the middle here, Mini Cooper S. Should be up there, you guess, with the Corsa and the Clio. Around here, it's just not so much fun. To find out which of our top 3 is fastest and which is most fun to drive, Steve Sutcliffe is going to set some lap times.
Okie dokie. This is the Clio Cup, and this should be quite a laugh, this car, because it's not got much weight, got lots of power, 197 horsepower. Now we start flying lap. Once again, I'm not sure about taking this corner flat and forth, so we'll just leave it against the rev limiter for a bit and turn in and whoo, hope it sticks, and it does. Through Ford water, 115, 5th gear, take a big brave pill, try not to back off for the right hander. Ooh, big moment through there. If you really start to throw it around, then that's when this thing really starts to behave nicely. But it does start to feel a bit lively at 8 tenths, but if you then go to 10 tenths, it doesn't actually go all the way and bite you. What it isn't though is that quick in a straight line. Makes lots of noise through the chicane. Yeah, it's quite good, that. Quite good, but it should be better, I think.
Okay, Steve, how did that feel?
Quite scary, actually.
It's scary?
Yeah, a little bit. I thought this thing was going to be absolutely fantastic because it's so good on the road. But it's a bit leery under brakes, but I mean, it's obviously quick and lots of grip at the front, but it feels as if it wants to let go at the back a bit sometimes.
Okay, lap time 135.8.
Okay, so here we are, Corsa VXR. Crikey. I mean, that looks very dramatic because there's a big bump in the middle of that corner, but actually this thing holds on really well through there. It feels like it's got huge, great fat tyres on it that just stick. Anyway, that's through Ford water, that doesn't matter, that's just flat. This is the right hander, which I never know what the thing's name is, excuse me for swearing. Anyway, it's quite quick through there, but you then have to get it composed for St Mary's. Down to Levant, big brake, nice and smooth, and then just try and go through here with one bit of steering lock on the whole way, which it's got a good gear change, this thing, actually. I'm not so keen on the gear lever, but the gear change itself is very good. Into 5th. What have we got down the back straight here? 115, 120, and some spots of rain on the windscreen. That's good, isn't it? Through the chicane again, onto the grass, across the start-finish line, and that is one flying lap in a Corsa VXR. Quite exciting, actually. Quite fast. In fact, I'm sure it's the fastest car here.
Okay, Steve. How did that feel compared to the Clio? Faster or slower?
Compared with the Clio, I think this car is faster. I'd
really?
say it feels quite a lot faster in a straight line because it's got a lot more torque. I'd say it's a good second quicker, subjectively. Maybe it's not just as quick through the corners, but it feels to go better out of them, and it feels really composed, this thing, actually. I'm a bit surprised and very impressed with this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the actual lap time is 135.4, so it's 4 tenths faster than the Clio.
Okay, we are on board the Suzuki Swift Sport. Up to 4th gear across the line, so now we start our flying lap. Let's have a go and take this flat. Just about. I just had a little confidence lift on the way in there. But it's great, just hangs on and it's really composed. There's a bit of body roll, but It's nicely controlled body roll. It's down to 4th gear for St Mary's. And there, it just sticks so nicely through there. That's where it gets all its time from on the against the clock. I mean, that's really clean through there, through Levant. Difficult corner that, because it's very easy to just outbrake yourself into it and make a right mess of it and go in too fast. It's the same into Goodwood here, down to 3rd. Here we go, across the curve for the photographer. Beautiful. I like this thing. I like this car a lot. It's just got this nice mixture of the right amount of power, right amount of chassis composure, right amount of grip.
Okay then, no surprise it's slow. 142.87 seconds slower than the Clio. What's this doing in our top 3, Steve?
Well, you've disappointed me a bit there, because it feels a hell of a lot faster than that. The reason I really like this thing. It's not as quick as the others, the big stuff against the stopwatch, but it is so much fun to drive, and it feels so friendly and so kind of energetic. I can't believe those times actually. I thought it might be sort of 3 or 4 seconds slower, not 7.
Okay, so today our fastest car was the Vauxhall Corsa VXR, but it's not our winner, is it?
No, it's not, because I mean, we're not here to just record speed, I don't think. I mean, I've had a few hairy moments in this car, and I know you have too. Well, we all have, but we've definitely had the most fun in this.
For me, it's got the best steering, and it's got the best front end, and you feel most excited driving it, and that's more important than outright speed.
It just feels like a little racing car, doesn't it?
Certainly, yeah. Which is what you're looking for. Is what we're looking for in this test.
Well, it is on a track like this, and that's kind of where the Corsa feels almost a bit too composed for its own good, and it's a very, very effective, efficient car.
But it's important also to say this really works on the road as well.
Yeah, I think if you wanted to buy a car that's going to paint the biggest grin across your face, then there's nothing in it. It's this.
So there we are, Renault Clio Cup, our favourite sub-16 grand car.